Yeah, I think it was a typo. I think there's been a the first ever successful male genitalia transplant. And so they were able to like stick some dude's balls onto somebody else. You know, like presumably onto a woman, because I don't understand why you would need it. I mean, I could be optimistic and say like, well, maybe there was some man who didn't need his balls anymore, and there was some other man who had a serious testicular injury, and, you know, helping a bro out and just giving him your balls. But more likely, it was probably some woman who's always admired balls and wanted some, and some other guy who always wanted to be a woman, and that's probably how it went, and God help them. We've got a mission here we still need to do. Yeah, so we're like, we still have a lot of this game to go, and we never fucking play it. Like, I really like this game, but I don't know, I go long periods of time without playing it, and it's probably doesn't bode well for us finishing this in the near future, but we'll see. Would you feel pain in your transplanted balls? Probably not, unless they like connected nerves or something. That's actually a good idea. I mean, idea. That's a good question. It's not a good idea. Would you feel anything? Because that brings up another question. Some women, right, want balls, and they want a penis, and they admire the dick in a way that wasn't God intended, and let's go to Pascal's village. And they you know, they hook some on, right? They fucking plug that shit right in, and they have balls and a penis, you know, quote unquote. And do they feel anything? Right? Like, you know, you're a girl, you put a penis on. Do you feel it? You know what I mean? Like these crazy women who think they're supposed to be men, and they transplant a penis. Can they feel, or they whatever you do, make it out of like zombie skin or something? I don't know how it works, but I'm just saying, like, do they hook up new nerves, or is that shit just dead weight? Right? In which case, why have a penis that you can't even fucking, it doesn't do anything? Like does it probably doesn't work either, right? There's no sperm production going on. There's no, you know, nothing comes out. You know, you can agitate yourself all you want, nothing will happen. Where am I going here? Who do I need to... Also, wait, was that a chest? Wait a minute. Is that one of those good chests? Oh, shit. Back to the hacking minigames. Because, yeah, this game is made for people with ADHD who need a different game every 10 seconds, like someone was saying. Oh, Pascal's the side quest. Hello, 9S, what's on your mind? I wanted to ask you something. What do you think about being pacifists? Oh, you wish to know the reason why we in the village detest fighting. Well, it's a bit of a heady concept, but in the end, I suppose it's because conflict has ceased to have meaning for us. Care to explain? We machines are weapons created for the purpose of waging war. However, this war simply goes on and on with no end in sight. We have come to realize that the cost of fighting for us as individuals far outweighs any benefits that victory might bring. I believe we will eventually live to see a day when androids and machine life forms will be able to live together in peace. Not likely. Not likely. What's it like in the village? Do you mean our day-to-day existence? Well, as you know, we're machines. We do not require food or any other typical sustenance, as our cores provide a near infinite supply of energy. We do, however, deteriorate over time, which means we need to procure parts and initiate repairs. Still, it's not like we break down all that often. To be completely honest, life in the village is rather slow. This is a quest. The shop? Why is there a shop? It's not like you use money. Well, we do for, okay, sure. You different economic systems. Oh, we made a point of emphasis to teach our children about different economic systems. Okay, here's the quest. Okay. I'd like you to collect and bring back any information you could find regarding the old world during your travels. I'm hoping to use whatever knowledge remains of the old world to make life better for those here in the village. I'll be glad to share anything we find with you as well, of course. Sure. Thank you. Okay. They are probably connected to the nerves they disconnected from her ovaries. Do we even know how to make new nerves? That's what I'm thinking. Like, can you actually do that? Nerves can't be reattached. People who get their hands or other parts put back on don't have any feeling in them. So if you cut off and reattach your hand, it feels like somebody else is jerking you off. Yeah, that's called a ghost job. Or the phantom hand job. Then why would anyone get a penis hooked on? Like, okay, let's try and like delve into the mind of like one of these women, right? You're a woman who thinks you should be a man, right? You've always really been into the idea of getting off with a penis. You can't do that. You just can't. Like, you're gonna have just dead weight. It's just a worthless thing taking up room in your pants. Doesn't do anything. You don't even get the satisfaction of like a good pee. You know what I mean? You don't even get the satisfaction of like, oh, I've been holding this for way too fucking long, and then it goes out and you're like, oh, the release. You don't even get that. You get no feeling. This kid's being weird. Oh, I just thought of a gross... Oh. Has anyone seen that advertisement? I saw this when I was a child, and it scarred me for life. There's an advertisement that you see online. I don't know if it's still around, but it was like a porn ad. It was probably... I probably saw it on a porn site. It was when I used to watch that garbage. And there was an advertisement for this man who, if you paid him a few $100s, he would let you fuck his penis. Meaning... because he had such a large penis that you could stick yours inside of his. A tranny could probably do that and it wouldn't even hurt. That was my bad thought there. Just I asked if he wanted a coin that's low value or one that's high value, and he said he wanted the worthless one. Seriously? Hey kid, I've got one coin that's worth a little and one coin that's worth a lot. Which one do you want? The little one. You sure about that? Yeah, because it looks cool. See, he's weird. Yeah, what a dummy. Might have a bad mathematical processor, or maybe his logic circuits got crossed somehow. Should probably take a look inside. This guy thinks cheap coins look cool. Let's, fucking dissect him. Oh, wait, how do I... Okay. Sure. You've got an interesting brain, little man. Very, very sectioned off into quadrants. Okay, fuck me. Someone was just saying I should be good at the hacking segments by now. That's untrue. Also, because I take so long in between when I'm playing this game, I lose my oh, okay, now I'm just fucking distracting myself. Okay, no, it's simple. Where did they go? The fuck? Okay. I lose all of the skill that I'd acquired by doing this. Also, yeah, I mean, that's just an excuse, but it's probably partially true. Okay, alright. It's like I gotta get used to the controls again every time. Wait, his shit goes through that? Okay, alright. I fucking... If I lose this one, I'm gonna lose it. There. Okay, alright. Cool. Destroyed his brain, rewired him. If your logic circuits are this advanced, why are you behaving like that? Well, I suppose there's no point in pretending anymore. It's simple, really. If I pretend to prefer smaller denominations of coins, the people around me are so entertained, they keep giving me coins. In this fashion, I'm able to earn far more than I ever would if I asked for larger units of currency. There's an important lesson here. The more of a fool people take you for, the more you'll learn of their true nature. Oh, but keep this between us for now, alright? I need them to keep thinking that I'm slow. Here's a little hush money to smooth things over. Oh, shit. Well, thanks, idiot savant. Ah. I don't know what it means to be smart anymore. Okay, what other quests do we have around? Halfwit Inventor we'll come back to sometime. These are just those guys that are standing on the edge of this shit and seem to do nothing. This is the Parade, which is going to be the one quest in this game that I think I just skip. And, game dev we can do. Let's do that. Just teleport there. Maybe they don't know. Imagine finding out and feeling ripped off. Yeah. Yeah, you just got your new penis installed and it doesn't work. What are you supposed to do? Take it back to the shop for a refund? Hey. Yeah, so my new penis, came in the mail today, and, you know, like, I put it on, and I can't feel anything. Is that normal? Oh, it's completely normal. Is it gonna fix itself eventually? No. No, it doesn't work. Parade is really easy as 9S. Oh, okay. Also, the guys standing on the edge need to be hacked. Oh. Oh, that makes sense. Does Viagra work on transgenders? That's a... probably not, no? I mean, it would just make... Actually, wait, is there blood flow? There must be blood flow, right? They can still move and everything. Can they, though? If they don't have fucking nerves... I don't understand how this works. I mean, like a prosthetic, I understand, actually. Like, you get, like, a prosthetic hand, or a prosthetic dick. I understand it. Don't they, like, hook it up to... No, they don't. Never mind, I don't understand how any of this shit works. Because I thought they did hook those up to the nerves or something. But you... I don't know. I don't get it. Hush money equals body parts. Yeah. Yeah, his fellow robots just... Yeah, the body parts of his fellow robots. He's like, yeah, here, take these. And $10,000. These are the guys I need to kill? Ah, they're pretty weak. We'll just kill them normally. I like this, like, I keep saying it. I like this combat so much more. I mean, it sucks as 9S. I mean, you don't get any, like, good combos. It's fucking one little thing. I'm actually looking forward to... Because there are, like, fucking 5 endings or something in this game, right? I'm assuming that we play as someone not 9S. Please don't spoil it. Especially if it's someone other than these two. But I imagine that probably happens, and I am looking forward to that. Because they probably don't have another... I guess they could just have another mini-game. But probably not. Probably it's a new... Probably it's back to the classic Platinum gameplay that I've been looking for, that I've been yearning for. But like a sewed-on dick, it just couldn't give me any pleasure. And instead we get this. It's a bit of an exaggeration in this case, but I think I'm gonna start using that, you know? Anything kind of disappointing or underwhelming is like a stitched-on dick. Just couldn't do it. Just no feeling behind it. That new jazz album I was listening to, yeah, you know, I expected a lot out of it, but it was like a stitched-on dick. No feeling. To find out you actually gotta finish ending B. Yeah, well, that's why we're here. I mean, the thing is, part of the reason why I've been putting this off a while is just the sheer drop-off in people who are willing to watch this versus anything else. I mean, you can notice, it's because, ironically, it's because it's a good game. Like, people want to play this game. You know, CK2, you don't fucking care. You know, you're not gonna spoil it. Even if you never play CK2, it doesn't fucking matter. Or Dwarf Fortress, or any of that. You know, who cares? What does it matter? But this game, it's like, Or or if I play through fucking Nekopara like someone got me to play some of. It's like, I'm not gonna play that. I don't care. This, it's like, this game's supposed to have a good story. It's got good gameplay. I want to play this. So, yeah, I'm not gonna watch that. No. Fuck off. Which is kind of funny. It's actually the shit games that would do better in that regard. I once tried to play CK2 as a black Jewish guy. Cops annexed me. Yeah, well, that's because what is it? Eternal persecution. Oy vey. Right? The only worst thing than being a transgender is being a transgender in a fundamentalist Muslim country. You say that, but wouldn't it at least put you out of your misery? You're gonna kill yourself anyway, right? That's how that usually goes. No, I mean, I think it would be terrible to have the mental illness of gender dysmorphia? Dysmorphia. It's not dysphoria. What? Trying to sound like an intellectual, but I can't remember what it's called. Dysphoria or dysmorphia? Dysmorphia makes sense because it's like morph as in like body, but dysphoria also kind of makes sense as in feeling. I'm not really... Oh, get the fuck out of here. Oh, okay, well at least it's an easy one. Yeah, let's hack this guy. No, it'd be terrible to have that mental disorder, but at the same time, you still have free will and you're making some bad choices. Oh. Well, you know, maybe I should... Okay. Is he gonna kill himself? Or is he just thinking? That voice couldn't have been that machine's thoughts, right? Was it... You alright? We cool? Are we cool? Was it seriously trying to figure out the meaning of existence? Negative. Machine life forms do not possess such thought routines. Well, yeah, but... Hey, whoa, wait, hey, whoa! At least he respected the cutscene shit that was going on there. He waited, you know. He waited his turn. He saw there was something else going on. Oh, ooh. Ah, I thought I could make it in between that. I'm too fucking garbage to do that. Okay. Push it off. Ooh. I don't want to kill these fuckers. I just want to talk to this suicidal robot. Here, let's try this again. If we talk, maybe they'll stop again. Wait, are you serious? That's not what I wanted to do. That was... I just killed one of the greatest thinkers of robot kind. I just... I didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to know what was going on. Alright, fine. Isn't there another one over here? I don't... Yeah, let's go kill him too, I guess. I didn't really mean to do that. Dysphoria. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, no, it's like a terrible mental disorder, probably caused by, you know, some... What's the word for it? Culmination of the effects of modern life. Is that a fucking... Okay. You know, like, it might be mostly outside of their control, but it's not completely outside of their control, so... Why did you think hacking it would do anything? Because what do you mean, why do I think hacking it would do anything? I just fucking hacked it to do the quest. You have to hack it. You were the one who told me to hack it. Hacking twice? I don't know. Oh, shit. It did something the first time. Oh, don't kill him. He's fine. Take a quick drink. To think the Pope now approves of trans shit. No, he doesn't. What the fuck are you talking about? Do you actually still believe the shit that comes out in the news? No, he doesn't. Like I was just talking about this a few streams ago. I don't know why people, no one trusts the news anymore on most things. But they hear something about the Pope and they're like, oh yeah, that must be true. It's like, no. What the hell was that? It's in pain because it can't find value in its own existence. It wants to know why it's here, why it exists. And what about me? Why am I here? Why do I... Hacking has resulted in alignment of synaptic transmissions. Oh, right. I just better be more careful next time. So I hope it's not going to be bad that we killed one of these 3 thinkers here. I have a feeling it might be, that we may have messed something up there. Next you're going to say the Pope's a pedophile. Yeah. Yeah, come on. Some of the priests were definitely pedophiles, but you know what? That's original sin. You gotta deal with that. That's just like, hey, they should probably be killed, or at least imprisoned for a long amount of time. But it's just an unfortunate fact of life. Those people exist. It's terrible. Is the Pope being blackmailed by liberals? No, he's just being mis-fucking-translated. Have you heard him speak English? He mostly speaks Italian. Or like, well, anything except English most of the time. And so, the news just writes whatever they fucking want, and then he'll... I mean, like, the Pope had something out, like, I think it was last year, where he made a statement about how, women can never be priests. He was just, which is not fucking controversial, it's like, obviously. But he was saying, like, the priests are based off of Christ. Christ was the dude. Women can't be priests. It's that simple, you know. And how would he possibly say that if he thought trannies were okay? You know, like then any woman could be a fucking priest just by cutting, you know, stitching a dick on. Like, no, it's just untrue. In fact, some of the news stories you can find about the current Pope, you can find about the last Pope too. It's just that with the last Pope they didn't stick, so they tried him again. Don't need this world. Oof. Abnormalities detected in vital signs. Pulse rate nearing dangerous levels. I'm alright. I like this guy. I don't want to mess with this moment, but do you see this fucking stance on 2B right now? That fucking, jeez. Oh yeah, there he goes. Oh, I thought that was him down there and he just started walking. No, he's dead. Sad. Well, the one we killed, I guess, is just, you know, we just sped things up. Hijack boost. Huh. Okay. Thanks. What does the title of this stream mean? Oh, it's just a typo. Some Cleveland news network, they were talking about the first successful transplant of balls, of male genitalia. I was about to say human genitalia. Men are the real human, after all. Man's in the name. But, yeah, it's just a typo. It's funny. If you think Francis is bad, look at Alexander VI. No, I mean, yeah, there were some popes who, like, they were terrible. There were popes who had kids, you know? It's just a little frowned upon. It implies some things. 2B taking a wide stance for balance. That's what it is, yeah. Gotta take that wide stance. Fucking wide as the side of a train stance. Fucking spread it out. Let it breathe, baby. That's how you know she's a true alpha. Let's... Where was it? Park Ruins? Yeah. We need to deliver the body parts of some robots so that someone can make a video game out of them. Pope Fraud 2 Electric Boogaloo. You know, I mean... The world's a mess. You know, like, I actually looked at some news today. For, like, the first time, like, I usually get my news through like, rumor, basically. and then I, like, look up on it later, you know. But, like, if I don't hear about something within, like, a day of it happening, it just isn't important. And it probably isn't important anyway. I'm going the actual opposite direction. It's like, I don't care. All this shit, there's never been a time where I watch the news and I come out of there with, like, a big grin on my face. Unless I'm just joking. You know, I'm laughing at, like, how stupid it is. But, like, it's never good news. But it also never affects you. Like, you know, it's none of it is... Like, I stopped watching the news, and there hasn't been one occasion where it's like... Oh shit, this thing's affecting my life. Like, I really wish I'd known about this before. Oh, well, it was on the news. Like, no, it's a waste of time, you know? I mean, keeping up to date, there's some value in that, but at the same time, it's like, you're just reading bullshit. Or real stuff that just gets you depressed. You hear about the Bill Gates thing? About how Bill Gates is investing $1 billion on worldwide satellite surveillance. There's some company, I think it's like in Bellevue, Washington, they said, where they want to send up like 50 new HD satellites so that the world, the entire world, can have HD footage being streamed from these satellites all the time. So that everything that happens on the face of the planet is being surveilled. And it's like, oh yeah. Oh, that's a nice one to hear. That gets a smile on your face, right? And I love their reasoning for it was like oh, it can help us stop illegal fishing and watch the migration of birds and animals and stuff, you know, scientific. It's like, okay, I mean, the birds thing, yeah, like, that'd be kind of interesting. We're gonna have some fucking neat episodes of Planet Earth when they reboot it again, or what, you know. But, you know, like, the illegal fishing things makes me uncomfortable. Because it's like, okay, so you're admitting the fact that you're gonna be watching people so that you can see if they commit crimes. Why stop at fishing? Right? Like, why? I don't get it. Oh. Oh. Okay. I did it. I debugged it on accident. Actually, I've sort of run out of ideas. I never knew how difficult it was to be a creative genius. That's why I've decided to go out on top. Thank you for your support. This is Yoko Taro's self-insert here. After Drakengard 3, he was like, I'm just gonna kill myself. But then he had the inspiration for the original NieR, and I don't know if it's good at all, because I haven't played any of his games other than this one. Well, that seems to be it. We got all the guys around here. The circus left. The parade. Maybe it's... I don't know, maybe when I get out of here it'll come back, but it looks like it's gone. So I guess we can move on to the next story mission. I just want to become a cardinal so I could elect someone to become Pope Pius the 13th. Or become Pius the 13th. I don't know. I'm going to be very interested in who the next Pope is going to be, because there are some very good cardinals out there that I think would be very well suited for being Pope. There's this one German cardinal. Most of them are pretty terrible, the German ones. But there's this one who's actually pretty good, and I don't remember his name. But he's probably my #1 choice. even though I can't remember his name. But my number one choice for actually likely to happen is definitely Cardinal Sarah. Because I could see it extremely easily. He's like super traditional. One of the most traditional cardinals there is, which is great. But he's also a black guy, like black from Africa. And so that's how I could see him winning, you know. Because the news would love him because he's black. But he's good. Like I'd be very okay with him being the first black pope. Very okay. And it'd be funny, you know? It probably won't happen, but I think there's a chance. We should be teleporting. I don't know what I'm doing. Although is it even... Nah, let's teleport. Next thing you know, they're going to be arrested for masturbation or playing Vidya. Yeah, when they make... Well, I mean, it depends on what you're masturbating to and what games you're playing, I guess. Wouldn't put it past them. I mean, you make... Well, no, I would. No, I actually disagree with that. I think that's probably untrue, because that's a distraction. Distractions are always welcomed, right? Like, if we're going with this sort of theory that there are, okay, worldwide surveillance is going to be a reality, right? Which seems like it might be. Bill Gates wants it to happen. And so then we're taking a step further and claiming that some sort of worldwide governance or legal system, or at least the United States legal system based on the surveillance, is gonna persecute people, which is also, reasonable enough, I guess. That means they probably would want control, and if they want control, pornography is an easy way to do that. Someone who's jacking off isn't going to be shooting people, you know? Someone who's jacking off isn't going to be really doing anything. We need to go back to the bunker. I'm seeing what the... Yeah, I thought we had to go down in the cave, but alright. Kind of like Brave New World. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, like... You make the people happy, quote unquote, and they won't mind. I like that last line there. In 1984, the masses are ignored because they're distracted by things like porn. Yeah, I think it's more accurate in Brave New World, though. But, yeah, same idea. As far as the porn goes. Now I'm being reminded of the fact that I'm playing as a manlet. A small little fuckboy. I don't like this. I like 9S, honestly. I like that he's kind of like cold in a lot of situations, you know? Although, it's a little more complex than that, you know? Like, sometimes 2B is really cold and calculating, and other times it's not. It's 9S, but they have like a complex. I like it, you know? I like 9S as a character, but I don't like him the way he looks. I'm just gonna put it out there. This might be controversial. I'm not a fan of the RPG fuckboy look, right? You know, I much prefer the muscle man look, or the regular dude look, the fucking homeless guy look, and anything. Operator, what are you doing later? What am I doing? I'm analyzing data. Is this part of your current assignment? No, it's merely a hobby. Wait, really? The world contains a vast amount of data, coordinates, network node readings, photographic images, and so on. Analyzing this data can often lead to discovering new information. I spend my downtime seeking out such information. That seems kind of boring. I mean, no offense. It is more interesting than engaging in mindless banter. Hey. Still, there may be a way to make this chatter less mindless. There's a data terminal in the abandoned factory that I cannot access with our satellites. If you feel this voice is getting grating. Sure. Wonderful, I'll send the coordinates at once. The terminal is kind of hard to find, so keep your eyes peeled. I'll let you know when I find it. Yeah. Data analysis freak. Cool. Save real quick. Oh, can't. Take a rest? Sure, let's take a rest. I'm not sure how this works exactly. I still don't know if she just stands there or climbs in with me, or, you know, is there a little smooch involved? Is there a bedtime story? Is there... Nah, she just stands and stares. And 9S gets up with the look of disappointment on his face. We're zipping back down, right? I'm only half paying attention because we're still at the part of the game where, like, these are things we've done before. You know? I mean, we get a few cutscenes that are a little different, but... If they distract people with fun, they're free to do shitty things. Yeah, well, yeah. Bread and circuses. Yeah, bread and games. The young pope was an interesting portrayal of a conservative pope, more of a reactionary. They shit on the church in the series, but they've shown the vision of what I want as a pope. No, I've heard that too. I've actually heard some people tell me that the young pope is an interesting show because they tried to make that main guy like a villain, but they actually made him like a compelling character, like on accident, which is, I fucking love that, by the way. I love situations where the people who design the show or the movie or the video game or whatever have some sort of like worldview or ideology and they want to portray someone as evil, and they end up making them like the best character in the in whatever it is. I love that. Like, where, you know, here they're villains who did nothing wrong, sort of thing. I love that. I also love it to some extent when it's on purpose, you know? Like, they're just trying to make actual good three-dimensional villains. Like a Legend of Galactic Hero sort of thing or something, where there's not really a villain. There's just two sides. I haven't watched much of Legend of Galactic Heroes, but you know what I mean? It's like, it's more nuanced than that. But also I like it when it's just completely on fucking accident. But yeah, the news, I was gonna say, the news is just depressing when you watch it. Like, okay, so worldwide surveillance is something that Bill Gates is actively trying to accomplish. He put $1 billion into it. Cool. Right? Neat. And then Avicii died, which I didn't hear about. He died on 4/20, and I guess everyone was too high to report this, or it's just because I don't watch the news. But Avicii's dead. He died in Oman, and they don't know how. And he was also... This is unrelated. Obviously has nothing to do with his mysterious death. He was making a movie, a documentary, right before he died. He was working on his first film, his directorial debut, which was a documentary about sex trafficking. And... completely unrelated to that, he has died in a Middle Eastern country, you know, Oman, you know, sort of away from prying eyes, and no one knows how he died. I'm sure it was, nothing, right? What I thought was funny is the police in Oman, they came out with a statement very quickly, saying that, they've ruled out any foul play, but they have no idea how he died. It's like, now wait a minute. Or actually, I guess the order of those was the opposite. They were like, oh wait, weapon experimentation, production. I don't want to miss this. I've been kind of following along, but I just don't want to talk over it much. But yeah, in the report, it went like, the police have not been able to find a cause of death. And then it like went on for a paragraph or two about other details, and then it was like, the police have assured the public, though, that there is no reason to believe any foul play has been involved. It's like, you don't know how he died. How can you say no foul play? I mean, I'm not saying there was foul play, but I mean, how can you say there was none? Right? I mean, you don't know. You do Emil's side quest yet? I think I did it on the last one. That's the one where you find some flowers. I think I did at least part of it. Like, while I was 2B. But I don't know if it ever really resolved itself. So maybe there's more of it and we'll get more later. I'm not really sure. What's the point of this? Oh, I see. It's a bridge that needs to go down. Oh, okay. So we need to hack something to lower that, I guess. It's probably over here. Or an alternate route is over here? Maybe. Don't fall off. Okay, okay. You passed the part for this quest. The quest is closer to the start. Oh, cool. Cool, thanks. I was wondering if I was just gonna do that. Alright. I never trust mainstream media. Well, I mean, that is smart. You really just shouldn't. I mean, they've been proven wrong so many times. And there's a weird phenomenon, too. I don't remember what it's called, something amnesia. If someone remembers the name of it, I'd appreciate it, because I keep forgetting what it's called. But it's like, it's something amnesia, and it has to do with this phenomenon that happens when someone will read some story, and they're like a botanist, right? And they're reading some news story that has to do with botany. You know, it's their field of research. They're talking about some plants and how this plant was, you know, recently it was found out that this plant is poisonous. And this guy's a botanist, and he's like, that plant's not poisonous. That's stupid. Like, these news people don't know what they're fucking talking about. That plant is not poisonous. But then they'll flip on, the next news story will come on, and it'll be like, well, to be real topical, chemical weapons found in Syria. And he's like, oh, that makes sense. It's like, even if it's true, why the fuck do you still trust them? You know? Like, you just saw a story where it was complete bullshit. Like, and you know it because it's your field of expertise. You know, it's what you do. And it's like, no, I'm sure it's on the up and up. Get all my information from InfoWars. Well, I don't know if that's a preferable alternative. I mean, at least it means you're questioning things, but I don't know if you're it kind of depends, right? Like maybe you're just. Are you sure about this? Well, it does look like it's close by, so. Like you might just be oh, secret area. I see. Please no. Are you serious? I was just trying to avoid combat. I mean, those guys were like fucking really low level. I just didn't want to fight them. Great. It's fine. I'll just get back there real quick. What I was gonna say is, oh.
あなたは感情を出しすぎ。私たちヨルハ部隊は感情を出すことは禁止されてるはず。そうは言っても個体差があるから仕方ない気がします。あのアダムとイブって特殊個体もまるで感情があるような。
Is this like secret stuff we're getting here? Secret dialogue?
いいから転送装置の場所に。
Because we died?
はーい。
Maybe that was on purpose. Maybe I did that on purpose so you could get this unforeseen dialogue. If you played this game like a human being, and didn't die to low-level enemies because you don't want to fight them, you wouldn't have seen that dialogue. You know? You wouldn't have even known about that little back and forth that 9S and 2B just had. There was a really interesting little, you know, talk about their emotional levels and how, you know, 2B's telling 9S not to be emotional, but 9S is saying, hey, some people are better than others. You know, sort of like a snide, like, you're fucking emotional, you dumb bitch. And, you know, you wouldn't have got that. I'm just trying to give you the full experience by dying and revealing to you secret hidden lines of dialogue.